Hi everyone! It is a nice day today. It is raining. Remember that last year, the El Nino phenomenon is very hot. It was very hot.
Yes, it is very hot and it's caused drought.
Yes.
Well, do you guys know our theme for our group discussion?
Yes,
Yes.
What was it?
it's about climate change.
True.
Yes, that's correct. Well, as we all know, climate change is actually a long-term change in the Earth climate patterns, which largely due to an increase of amount of carbon dioxide in the atmosphere, which produced by the fossil fuels, and it contribute to an increase in the average atmospheric temperature. So, how about our focus for today?
You know our focus. So our focus for today is climate change can be minimized by mainly using renewable energy. So can any of you guys define what is renewable energy?
Yes, I can. Renewable energy is one type of energy that we get from the renewable sources such as the sunlight, wind, geothermal, biomass, and so on. This type of energy can be reused and can be used in the long term. That's the definition of renewable energy.
So for the statement, so our focus statement, which is say that renewable energy is the main source, right, to reduce or to minimize the climate change. I don't think it's possible because we need other alternative, not rely on one only, which is the renewable energy sources. So I have read from an article about CCS, carbon capture and storage. What is it all about? This technology can capture almost 90% of carbon dioxide released by factory or industrial and capture it. Then the carbon dioxide captured will be used for another purposes. So I think this is more good.
It is an appropriate solution for our topic.
Yes, rather than just relying on renewable energy, we might go for renewable energy and another alternative, such as that CCS. Do you have another opinion? Do you agree with me?
I do agree, but you have to see that renewable energy is kind of like one of the solution to minimize the climate change. It is more appropriate. We don't have to rely to the fossil fuels. We can just use sunlight for the solar energy to provide electrical energy for the whole town, for the whole city. Right now, they already produce electrical car. So, do you guys have anything to add on?
What is your stand?
Yeah, for me, about the climate change. So the primary causes of the climate change is the burning of fossil fuel. So when we talk about the burning of fossil fuel, it is not. It will give the negative impact to the people, especially, and to the environment. So for me, how to reduce this climate change is we can replace the using of fossil fuel with the renewable energy. So for me, when we replace by using this renewable energy, it will save the human, especially, and can reduce the cost of fossil fuel. That's it for me.
Okay, so what is your stand?
I would like to add something about our topic today. So when we talk about the renewable energy, it's something that variable, but it's something variable, but and we can predictable, because when we talk about, for example, sun and wind, we actually can predict what is the tomorrow forecast. For example, tomorrow is going to rain, so we can schedule our usage type of sources that we want to use for tomorrow. So it's one of the steps that we can take to reduce the climate changes in our future. That is from my point of view. So what do you think?
Yes, I do agree with Shah and Maishara. Because when we talk about climate change, the largest emission, no, the largest contributor to climate change is emission of carbon dioxide. So it is from the usage of non-renewable energy. Therefore, by using renewable energy, we are actually lessening the emission of carbon dioxide in the atmosphere, and therefore, thus, will be minimizing the effect of climate change. As for example, I have read an article from Australia that they have been using wind and solar energy as their alternative as a renewable energy to obtain their energy in their country. It lessens the emission of carbon dioxide, thus minimizes it turns down the temperature in their country because they are actually facing a very hot temperature right now.
That's brilliant. However, as far as I'm concerned, renewable energy is not the only solution for us to minimize the climate change. We can actually reduce the use of fossil fuel. We discussed this now, or we can just change our electrical appliances into high energy efficient appliances that have energy star rating on it. It's an international standard for high efficiency appliances. It saves more energy. It's sort of like 20% of energy it saves.
Yeah, I want to add something about the climate change. It's not about the burning of fossil fuel, and what Atika say is the emission of carbon dioxide from the electrical appliance. So I think it also caused by the irresponsible people, which is burning the forest, like the deforestation, which is will emit a lot of carbon dioxide into the air and the atmosphere. So I think that we also can improve it by uh, by 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 put the sign at the forest to avoid the people
Deforestation.
from doing the deforestation.
Okay, can I add something here? So it seems that most of you agree with the statement with our focus, except for Atik, which is partially agree.
Yes, for now.
I want to convince you that what is the cause of climate change? You all said carbon dioxide.
Yes.
It is one of the greenhouse gases, right?
Yes.
So, do you know how this carbon dioxide can be the reason why of the global warming? Okay, I tell you. When there are so many carbon dioxide, it will prevent the energy to reflect back to the atmosphere. Okay, when the sun emits the light into the earth will absorb the energy, heat energy. But if there is a carbon dioxide layer in the atmosphere, too many, it will reduce the reflection back the heat to the atmosphere. So I'm saying that we need to reduce the carbon dioxide, not just rely on renewable resources. So by using the technology I said just now, carbon capture and storage, we can reduce those carbon dioxide. That's what I'm saying.
That's interesting. However, from my point of view, that we should see this problem from the roots of the problem, the source of the problem. So maybe for certain country, they have carbon taxes, or company or factories that emits carbon. So we can actually apply that in Malaysia, the carbon taxes. We can increase the price of the taxes,
Oh,
or we can just close all the factories.
but the factories is need to produce something that is usable to us. So why you need to close the factory? We can open the factory, but using the technology I said just now to reduce the carbon dioxide emission.
Yes, but we can reduce the number of factory. Do you understand me? Like not close all, maybe not close all, but because it's basically important for our industry.
Okay.
After listening to the debating of it seems like I changed my mind a little bit. I'm quite agree with what Fatin Ain said, because the technology that Fatin Ain tried to say to us, like the using of the solar car, the solar energy like that, I think it's not a very, what we say, a suitable method to imply to everyone, because not everyone can afford it, and not everyone want to change their mentality and their lifestyle.
Yes.
Because the cost of the usage of when we want to change the usage of the technology is cost more than what we afford.
Yes. Biasi, have anything?
Yeah,
Comment.
I am on the same boat with Maishara, because the technology for using renewable energy is very expensive, because it is not a new technology, but it is very expensive, and even the government can even afford all the all the technologies out there. So maybe Asha can continue.
I think about the cost of humanity, I think I disagree, because by using this humanity, it actually it is more cheaper than by using the fossil fuel. So I don't think that the cost of humanity is expensive like fossil fuel.
Really? Can you give an example?
Because I have do some research on the internet that that the US government said that they already have used this energy, and the research show that it is about 14% more cheaper than fossil fuel.
Yes. Somehow I can see your point there. That right now our country are facing an increase in price of fuel, of
Yes.
gasoline. So I think that renewable energy is kind of like, yeah, it's a good idea, like it's a good solution for us. But we can also eat wisely, or we can grow our own tree. Like Fadian said, that we need to reduce the amount of
Emission.
carbon dioxide, right? So we can plant our own tree, because tree use carbon dioxide for photosynthesis.
But people also increasing. Population of people. We need space for new houses. I don't say that renewable energy is not good. I just say that it's not the main alternative, because our focus is said that renewable energy is the main source to minimize. So I said that we can add another alternative with renewable energy. But the thing is with renewable energy, like you both said just now, the cost is very expensive, because and it needs a large area to make the renewable energy stations. And do you think in our economy right now we can afford that cost of manufacturing and research some more?
I thought that we can just do that solar plate on a roof or something, no?
It's not as easy as you said.
But because the solar panel is very expensive, there is a lot of type, but the most safest and most efficient is actually quite expensive.
Yes, it's true. And I forgot already. Somebody want to add?
Can I go back to Shah's point? Because I think I'm changing my mind, because I actually read an article maybe this semester, because the cost to buy the technology, the solar panel might be expensive, but then when we have used it, we don't have to pay extra bills, because we are using the solar energy only. Therefore, we we are cutting our expenses on our electric bills. Yeah.
So what you try to say is we have to invest our money first, then we will gain the profit later.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
I want to say something because by using this renewable energy, actually, do you want to get the negative impact first, or do you want to get the impact for the rest of your life, or do you want to improve something? So I think that by using renewable energy, either with the high cost or and expensive, usually can give the positive impact to all the people, to all the environment. So that's all I think.
Yeah, I think I would like to ask each and every one of you, do you guys think that our focus is agreeable or disagreeable?
I stand for disagreeable because our focus is that statement is mainly, which is we relying on the renewables resources. That is it. I want to in depth from that statement, which is if it depends on renewable energy itself, only the renewable energy. What happened when it was raining? If we were using solar energy, what happened? Wait, can I finish my point?
Oh yes.
So, okay, if we using
Solar panel.
not solar panel, turbine.
Yes.
Wind turbine. Wind turbine. What if there is no wind? So we will lack of energy. So we can use renewable energy and the current using fossil fuels and the technology. Thank you. So
Okay, as far as I'm concerned, what I'm trying to say before this, there are such many alternative of sources such as wind, sunlight. So we can get those sources alternate. We can use those sources alternate depend on the situation that we are facing.
yes, thank you.
Yeah.
That is what I mean.
So when, for example, when there is no wind or the situation is not applicable, so we can change to another sources. There's another research that we try to do is to store the type of energy that we use. For example, the solar energy that we capture, we try to modify it and store into into what say?
As a backup plan.
As a backup plan for in the future.
So I think,
Oh,
do you still agree with the statement?
I have to disagree with focus because when it said mainly using the renewable energy, I must say that I believe we can actually do a lot of things. Except we can use another kind of solution if we don't want to use the renewable energy.
Yeah.
We as a chooser, we can choose anything like using a 3R motto, like we can reuse our stuff like water bottles or something, or reduce our fossil fuel, and we can recycle our items.
There's another alternative.
When I was saying, I go back to my previous one about eating wisely. We need to eat more vegetables to reduce the demand for processed food, right? And then processed food is produced at factories, which emits a lot of carbon dioxide. Therefore, we have to reduce our demand for processed food. This is another our contribution, and we can actually carpooling or walking, cycling,
Yes.
to reduce the emissions of carbon dioxide. Because as far as I'm concerned, renewable energy use a lot of space. Like you say, you want to build a turbine, you have to have a lot of large area. You want to have a solar panel, you have to have a large area. And I think that's all. I have to disagree.
You disagree with the point.
I disagree with the point.
Thank you. So, do you agree or you?
I think I agree with Atik that it's not about the renewable energy, so it can be replaced by ourselves and by the people. So renewable energy, as we know that, but I actually partially agree. I am with both agree and disagree. Yes,
It's okay.
yeah, but
It's okay.
but I have to decide to choose that the use of renewable energy is good or not. But I think renewable energy also can give us some advantage to make our environment with a good impact. Yeah.
So you say that renewable energy can give a good impact to the earth.
Yes.
So, do you agree or disagree with our focus?
I agree.
You agree?
Yeah.
You agree?
How
You
about
still
you?
agree?
Yes, you agree or disagree? And why?
After hearing all of the points from all of the members, I really disagree with their point because renewable energy is an alternative to minimize climate change, but it is not mainly we cannot minimize the climate change by only using renewable energy. Masyara?
Okay. In my opinion, when we talk about the focus, let's say the mainly way to reduce the climate change is by using the renewable energy. So I think I need to change my mind. I disagree with this statement
Last
because
minute change.
yes, because I see that we cannot change everyone's perception about what we think when we want to apply the renewable energy in our country, for example. Not everyone can afford and not everyone can are willing to change their lifestyle, their usage of their car, their transportation, their lifestyle, and also their demand. So I think we must we must use another alternative like what Fatin Ain said, like the technology that we manufacture to make our mission to reduce the carbon dioxide carbon dioxide emission become reduced.
Yes. So Shah, you still agree with the statement, right?
Yeah.
So I want to convince you again. I want to convince you because if you want to rely on renewable energy only, it cannot produce high amount of energy like fossil fuels.
Okay, for
That's why
example,
we need. Can I finish first?
yes, I'm sorry.
So if we rely on renewable energy sources only, the energy could be not enough. So like I said just now about the weather, about the cost, but the cost can be changed, but the weather we cannot change. So it is relying in the weather and it cannot produce much energy. That's why we need to have alternative for renewable energy.
Yes, and renewable energy, the appliances, it's not every country can use. Like our country, even though we have a lot of beaches, but we don't use the turbine, wind turbine to produce energy. Why? Because our beaches is not suitable. The geographic area is not suitable for us to apply the renewable energy. So, you agree or still disagree?
I partially agree.
You still agree?
Yeah, because I think most of countries have using the renewable energy to reduce the burning of fossil fuel. So I think renewable energy by using renewable energy actually what?
I'm sorry to interrupt, but we are really running out of time.
So, majority.
So can we take majority votes?
Okay.
So we have reached our consensus that we disagree that climate change can be minimized by mainly using renewable energy. Right.
As a conclusion, climate change can be minimized, but not mainly by using renewable energy. We can use another kind of alternative to minimize the climate change.
Okay.
Okay,
that's all for today.
That's all from us. With that, thank you.
Thank you. Happy studying.